Ever wonder why your KDP books aren't selling, or if you're even cut out for this? What if I told you most beginners are making mistakes that they don't even see? But trust me, I messed up plenty starting out. Today I'm spilling the tea on the 5 worst mistakes beginners won't admit, and as a bonus, 5 sneaky ones you're probably making right now, plus how to fix them. Now if you're new here, my name is Jeff and I've been publishing on Amazon KDP since 2019. Over that time, I published over 2,000 books and generated over 6 figures in royalties. My goal is to help you become self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. So here we go with the 5 worst mistakes beginners make with Amazon KDP and how to avoid them. So mistake number 1, treating KDP like a hobby. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make when it comes to KDP is treating it like a side hustle that you can just wing. I did this and I thought I'd slap a journal together, upload it, and the money comes rolling in. Spoiler alert, it flopped, and it flopped hard. KDP at the end of the day is a business. If you're not planning, tracking sales, or researching what buyers want, you're basically throwing darts blindfolded. Why is this bad? Well, because you're wasting time, energy, and maybe a little bit of hope. I remember checking my KDP dashboard after the first book, 0 sales, and this happened for weeks. It felt like a punch to the gut, but here's the fix. Treat KDP like a startup. Set goals like 1 book a month, check your sales weekly on KDP's dashboard, and reinvest your profits into tools like Publisher Rocket to find even hotter niches. And a beginner hack is write a 1-page plan. What's your niche, your book type, and even your launch date. Take 10 minutes. That's all it needs to keep you focused. Don't sleep on this. KDP is your ticket to passive income, but only if you show up like a boss. Mistake number 2, choosing a niche that's too broad or too crowded. Beginners love chasing hot niches like general notebooks or weight loss journals or coloring books, but those are packed with big players. I made this mistake and my first fitness tracker was buried on page 10 of Amazon and no one even saw it. And here's why it hurts. It's because you're a tiny fish in a shark tank. Basically, you're invisible. But the way I turned this around is by niching down to things like postpartum fitness logs. It has way less competition and way more sales. The solution is to find micro niches or sub niches with demand. You're going to want to use Publisher Rocket to spot keywords with 100 to 1,000 searches a month and under 50 competitors. Think birdwatching logbooks, not journals. The pro tip here is to use a tool like Publisher Rocket to find these hot niches. Check Amazon's bestseller rank, aim for under 100,000 BSR, pick a niche, and you're already ahead of most beginners. Mistake number 3, using copyrighted or trademarked material. Mistake 3 is a big one, using copyrighted or trademarked stuff. Beginners grab images off of Google or toss in a Disney quote, thinking it's fine. And I've almost done this in the past. I had a book ready with a quote I thought was safe, but thank goodness I double checked because Amazon doesn't play around. Why is this bad? Because one wrong move and your book's rejected, or worse, your account is banned. All your work gone. Fix this by sticking to original content or royalty-free stuff. For example, canvas-free elements are a lifesaver, or grab licensed graphics from Creative Fabrica. Check trademarks on uspto.gov website. The beginner move here is to verify every image or quote. If you're unsure about it, skip it. Protect your account. It is your moneymaker. Mistake number 4 is copying competitors word for word. Number 4 is straight up copying competitors. I get it. You see a best-selling planner and you think to yourself, I'll just tweak the title and the cover. No, don't do that. I saw a beginner copy a top planner word for word, and that book got pulled within days. Plagiarism's a rookie move, and Amazon's algorithm is going to catch on to you. Why is this a problem? Well, think about it. You get rejections, bad reviews, and even legal drama. Plus, you're killing your own creativity. Instead, use competitors for inspiration. Study their covers, keywords, but add your twist, like make it a minimalist design or add extra features. My wellness journals popped off when I stopped mimicking and started creating my own original content. The quick tip here is to write down one thing that makes your book unique, Maybe it's planners for night shift workers. Own it and you're gonna stand out. Mistake number 5 is pricing your books too high or too low. Mistake number 5 is all about pricing your book all wrong. Beginners either go dirt cheap to try to beat everyone out, or they start high, think $19.99 to seem fancy. I priced a coloring book at about $15 and I got no sales. I dropped it to $9.99 and the sales took off. Pricing is a science and you really got to play around with it. Why is this bad? Well, low prices scream low quality, high prices scare buyers off. Amazon's recent changes to royalties kind of force you to price your book at no lower than $7.99, but it's really going to force a lot of sellers to price their book starting at $9.99 to get any kind of good royalty. But you still want to hit that sweet spot, so you have to go back every 30 days, tweak your book's prices if they're not selling. The beginner hack here is to think about pricing your book starting at $9.99 and see how it goes. If you're not selling, price it as low as $7.99 and you will still get a royalty from Amazon. All right, those are the big mistakes people hate admitting, but now let's talk about the sneaky ones, the ones flying under the radar, killing your KDP game quietly. These are the ones I wish someone told me about when I first started. So here are 5 mistakes that fly under the radar and how to avoid them. Ignoring keyword optimization. Beginners upload books with no keywords in their title, subtitle, or description, thinking buyers will magically find them. I did this when I first started, and my early books were like ghosts on Amazon. No one ever saw them. Why is this bad? Well, Amazon's a search engine, and if you don't have keywords, you're not going to have any sales. Fix it by filling in all 7 keyword slots in KDP's back end. Use Amazon's search bar autocomplete feature or Publisher Rocket to find terms like Daily Planner 2025. Add 1 or 2 or multiple keywords into your title. For example, gratitude journal for women. The beginner tip here is type your niche into Amazon. Grab 5 to 10 of those suggested phrases. Keywords are your book's GPS. You have to use them. Mistake number 2 is poor cover design that screams amateur. A blurry, cluttered, or boring cover design is an instant turnoff. My first cover was neon green with Comic Sans. It looked like a middle school project. Buyers skipped this book so fast that they didn't even give it a chance. Why is this bad? Well, your cover is your first impression. It's really what makes people buy these books. Buyers decide in seconds. And the solution to this is you want to keep your cover clean and professional. You want to use Canva's graphic design software and use the tools that it has to create a nice looking cover design, and make sure text pops at a thumbnail size. The quick tip here is you want to zoom out on your phone and test your cover. If it's fuzzy, just redo it. A killer cover is half your battle. Mistake number 3 is skipping interior quality checks. You don't want to have sloppy book interiors. Beginners obsess over covers, but they forget to check the actual interior pages, tiny fonts, wonky margins, or blank pages. I published a planner once with missing prompts. Reviews roasted me and my sales tanked. Why is this bad? Well, bad interiors means returns and 1-star reviews, and it's gonna kill your rank. You want to fix it by using KDP's print previewer. Check that the fonts are 12 font or bigger, margins are correct, and download the PDF proof. Flip through every page, making sure that everything looks good. The beginner hack here is print a few pages at home to spot errors. Clean interiors keep customers happy, and it's going to bring them coming back for more. Mistake number 4 is not building a brand identity. Beginners publish random books, a cookbook today, a dog journal tomorrow, and what buyers want is actually consistency. I used to mix niches early on using the same author, but I learned my lesson because my sales were all over the place until I focused on one niche at a time. Why is this bad? Well, no brand, no loyal customers. You're always starting from zero with every new book that you create. The solution is just to pick one niche like productivity planners and stick to it for 5 to 10 books. Use the same pen name, similar cover styles, and even set up an author central page to showcase your work. And the beginner tip here is to choose a niche that you like, something that you're passionate about, and build a brand around that. Mistake number 5, ignoring seasonal or trend opportunities. Beginners focus on evergreen books, but miss big opportunities like 2025 planners or holiday gift logs. I skipped Christmas journals in 2019 and missed a Q4 sales boom. And ever since then, I learned my lesson. And why is this bad? Well, trends drive huge sales spikes. Solution is plan seasonal books, planners in August, gift journals in October, search for trends online, publish 2 to 3 months before peak season to ride the wave. And the beginner hack is mark your calendar for key dates, like for example, October 1st for Christmas books. Trends are shortcuts to cash. Well, there you have it, 10 mistakes that can tank your KDP dreams and how to dodge them. I made most of these starting out, but now with over 2,000 books and well over 6 figures earned, I know what works. KDP is your shot at freedom. Don't wait. Don't forget to grab my top tools, Publisher Rocket for niches, Canva for designs, and Creative Fabrica for graphics. Links are in the description below. Also, watch my last video on the 7 best-selling KDP books for inspiration. Drop your niche ideas in the comments, hit subscribe, and let's build your KDP empire together. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.